Well, gang, you might want to put your puppers on a leash, because holy smokers, it ain't no jokers, man. It seems like we got another mystery tonight to solve, and I got a bunch of videos that I loaded up that I want to share with you. We also got Dr. Stephen Greer tonight. We got an astronaut sharing his experience. We also have aliens straight up showing from Temu tonight, man. What is going on? We also have a former FBI agent that came out and he released his testimony. He says that we're 110% getting a false alien invasion. It's happening, but it's gonna be a fake one. I want to also share that clip with you guys. I think you guys are gonna be really baffled. Let's just jump into it. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the likes on these videos recently. I appreciate it. If you're new here, I generally post gaming stuff, so do not subscribe, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be continuing this for good, right? I love this topic. I think I'm gonna continue for good, but I'm not 100% on it. But like the video if you want to see more. And this is our very first clip. So Charlotte, okay, is that how you say? My bad if I butchered it, but we got aliens straight up, man, straight up from Temu. Oh no, my bad. The Temu aliens are next. Okay, my bad. We're gonna get to that. Couple of fireballs feels like, and I want to get to that former FBI agent too, because I saw that clip, and according to him, the UFOs, these flying orbs, or whatever you want to call it, the drones. Of course, the drones are ours, right? That's kind of like the sentiment across the board. But even the orbs, according to him, it's actually made by us. But here's the thing, though. We're still not alone. We're still not alone, because these UFOs, these drones, and the orbs that we're seeing right now are reverse engineered from the real aliens and their technology, essentially. So that's kind of like the gist of it, but I want to show you like a couple of clips there. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. So UFOs, UAPs showing up straight from Temu, man. We got Temu aliens out here. Oh hell no, man. Couple of onion rings looking mother.
UFO 啊，是什么东西啊？这个是。
So you say UFO 啊？
什么东西啊？这个是。
In Chinese or Mandarin? And basically this is the same UFO UAP, but this has been recorded by multiple different people, so that kind of adds to legitimacy of the footage, right? And look at that, man. These suckers are just like, it seems like that they're just teleporting. Hide your assholes, guys. I don't want them to probe y'all asses, you know what I'm saying? Oh dang, man. If you're from China, if you understand what he's saying, definitely translate in the comments. I speak 6 languages, but apparently I don't speak Chinese, so and if you don't believe me, yeah, I do speak English, French, Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi, and the 6th language, that's I'm master at that. The language of Japanese, you know what I'm saying? So I do speak Japanese as well. It requires talent, but check this one out. So this one was caught in Alaska. Jokes aside, this one was caught in Alaska. Damn, look at that, man. Someone's butt plug flying around by the looks of it. Now, some people are saying this is a kite. I've read comments, so could be anything, but still quite strange. I want to play you this clip of the recent Dr. Stephen Greer interview. Roll it.
Now, what isn't known is how much of the actual physical, like the videos of the bodies that are ET, or the videos of the man-made or ET craft, or photos or data that he'll be able to release, because he doesn't want to get him and his family killed, and he doesn't want to have someone.
Context, apparently Dr. Stephen Greer was saying, he'd done an interview and he was saying that he knows a whistleblower, another that apparently has videos of these alien twats, the ET. Oh shit! Oh shit! Essentially, yeah, make of that what you will, but that's what he's saying here. That's context. Roll it.
Trump up some charges and him arrested. So that is an unknown to me, and it's an unknown to everyone else. So that's pending. So and I'm leaving that totally to his discretion. I know what he has. Yeah. Because when these events happened, 100% of it's filmed, photographed, radar, sensors, infrared. It's all there, right? Now, how much of that will be dumped into our hands that we build a blockchain protected site to put it?
Wait for it.
And you will all be notified of this. I do not know. And I don't know how much of this story he's going to tell initially, because some of it does shock the conscience. And so much of it sounds like Star Trek or something, but it's all real. And that's what I've known this for 30 some years. And now it looks like it's going to come to a head if they...
I mean, if they reveal the videos, right, that would be insane of these alien twats. I want to see the videos. Like the video if you want to see the videos. Here's the thing, man. The Blue Beam, right? Project Blue Balls, Project Blue Beam. That situation is something that we have been hearing for years and years that is going to happen. And if you have been in this topic, well... shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So apparently what we're gathering is that there is going to be a false alien invasion if based off of what's going on right now. Not my opinion. This is what these whistleblowers are saying. It might not be true. Let's actually get down to this one. So shout out to News Nation. Roll this one. Wait for it.
On the East Coast this morning, the drone sightings that had parts of New York and New Jersey looking up to the skies in recent weeks for like more than a month, they've stopped since the FAA implemented its temporary ban. The Pentagon says, simply put, the drones do not pose a threat. A former astronaut who spent 15 years with NASA says he came into contact not with a drone, but another unidentified object last summer. Joining me now is that former astronaut, Leroy Chow. Leroy, thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
You know, in my videos recently, I was saying that any astronaut watching, any scientist here, let us know your thoughts. We literally got an astronaut. He about to give his thoughts, guys. So get ready. Buckle the hell up right now. Put your puppers on a leash, man.
My pleasure.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you were piloting your plane from Colorado back home to Texas when this happened to you. Has this kept you up at night? You know, like not knowing what you saw or what that was?
Well, it is pretty strange. It hasn't kept me up per se, but I did come into contact with, or almost came into contact with, these two spherical metallic, basically chrome orbs about 3 feet in diameter, one on top of the other. And they passed within 20 feet of my airplane on the left.
One on top of the other? Well, damn, man, that's kind of crazy situation.
3 feet in diameter, one on top of the other. And they passed within 20 feet of my airplane on the left side, going the opposite direction just below. And I got a good look at them, and I didn't know what they were at the time, and I kind of continued to believe they were probably part of some kind of a secret program, a government program for advanced drones, but I have no way of knowing. My biggest concern, and I didn't even have time to get scared because they just whizzed by me so quickly, there wasn't even time for that. So it remains a mystery. I don't know. I have no way of knowing what happened.
Yeah. So you say 20 feet away. That was real close to not being good for you and your airplane.
Right, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I was on an instrument flight plan, which means I was under positive control by air traffic control, and they will alert you if there's other air traffic near you. I had, my airplane is equipped, as all airplanes are required to be equipped, with the FAA-approved devices that allow you to basically see all the traffic in your area on a...
Man, these aliens gotta pay taxes, bro. These alien twats gotta pay taxes, man. They gotta pay rent, bro. They gotta pay rent for like renting over skies like that. Yeah, putting FAA lights ain't enough, man. Y'all gotta pay taxes, bro. Y'all gotta pay taxes. Pay the taxes. Pay the taxes. We demand answers. We demand answers. The public demand answers.
Display like an iPad, and nothing showed up there, and so it was a big mystery.
Yeah, you know, I have my private pilot's license. I'm just VFR. I don't have IFR yet, but I was thinking to myself when I was reading your story, did Tower not tell you, that this was coming? Nothing showed up on your instruments? I mean, that's wild. Right. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, never. This is first and only...
We got ninja aliens out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, these suckers ninja AF, though.
Time I've ever seen it was a little bit earlier this year in August, so nothing before or since.
And your resume, I mean, you have such a lengthy and impressive resume. 3 space shuttle flights. You were the commander on the Expedition 10. Have you gotten any pushback, after coming public with your story?
No, actually, I kind of kept it to myself. I told a few people about it at the time, but really hadn't talked about it till I was asked on an interview on if I had seen anything strange before, and I just like I said at the time, I assumed it was a secret government program, and so
and I think it really is in a way, right? Now I want to play you this very short clip. Shout out to Redacted. Now this is the former FBI agent. Make of that as what you will. Listen, I'm not saying this is real, and I'm also not saying it's fake. It's very interesting, though. It is very, very interesting, and the gist of the entire thing, I want to play you a different clip, wait for it, but the gist of the entire interview, the podcast, was that, yes, in a way, we're not alone. I mean, we're not alone, but the UFOs, even the orbs, right? Because initially, this was my take, right? And because, yeah, like I don't work for the FBI, I don't know, okay? But this was my take, that there are real UFOs and there are orbs and there are drones out there. Three separate things. Not all of them are drones, not all of them are UFOs, right? Apparently, according to this entire podcast interview with the former FBI, apparently most of the UFOs that you're seeing, the orbs, even the orbs, are apparently made by us. All right, it's made by us, and this is basically the starting point of the fake alien invasion. But all of what you're seeing in the sky is basically made by the real, with the help of the real alien UFO technology. It's reverse engineered stuff, and apparently Pentagon does have a crash retrieval program. It's that's what they have officially said, Pentagon, right? They have confirmed that. So things are heating up right now, man. Things are heating up. It's definitely, there are gonna be a lot of lies, a lot of misinformation. There was that quote, right? If you don't listen to news, you're uninformed, but if you listen to the news, you're misinformed. So strange times, but exciting times too. But strange indeed. Roll it.
So many people predicting the same things. People have to look at this.
I spoke to a source in September who told me that he was read into a specific program, and he gave me the dates when this would happen, that there would be a fake alien invasion. He told me in September. And he told me the dates that would follow the election. I reported that on the show. This is not new information. I reported that multiple times on the show. And he said that after the election, in the weeks after the election, there would be a fake alien invasion. We have the dates, and he was read into the program. And I reported that at the time, and here we are. And you, on our show a year ago, said this was going to happen, and here we are.
Damn.
So
yes. And let me anticipate one of your questions that I'm pretty sure I will get at some point, which is who made the LSDs? Who made the orbs and the plasmas?
When he says LSDs, he basically is referring to those drones. According to him, it's advanced super weapon drones, according to him. So that's what he's trying to call these drones as. And according to him, this is the former FBI, and according to him, he even got the FBI badge in the background too. Oh man,
they're doing. And I can give you that answer because this has been corroborated from several people, not just Greer, but also Congress people as well. And what the people who made these orbs, these LSDs, these plasmas, are basically Skunk Works, McDonnell Douglas, DARPA, Raytheon. They basically copied how to make plasmas and orbs, and they created them. They created them, and these are
from alien technology. From
reverse engineered. Yes.
Reverse engineered craft that they have recovered because we.
And whether you believe Dr. Stephen Greer or not, that's up to you, because I see a lot of conflicting, like I see a lot of different opinions with you guys in the comments. Some of you believe him, some of you don't, and that's fair. But I remember Dr. Stephen Greer saying a while back that 90% of the UFO sightings that you're seeing in the skies, that's apparently us. That is us. But with the basically it's reverse alien UFO technology. In other words, we're not alone. Most of the crap that you see is basically us, which is which kind of makes you think different, right? Damn.
We have a crash retrieval program, which has now been confirmed by Congress.
Exactly. And so they are but what I want you to know is that these are not American organizations or American companies. people think that they are, but they're not.
Damn.
They work directly for the cabal, and they are providing services to the cabal. That's what they're doing. They're not doing it for the United States, because if they were, the United States would be using these vehicles against our enemies.
I can confirm what John is saying here from multiple whistleblowers and sources that I've spoken to, who have been involved and witnessed these craft, who were in parts of the United States military, but they were treated like garbage. I mean, they were United States military whistleblowers that I've spoken to who've seen these craft, who've worked on these projects, told me that they were treated like garbage by the sort of cabal that was really in charge.
What their motive is exactly. Is it just like false alien UFO invasion? Is it just that? Is it also because one world government is also linked with it, right? And then, you know, the link is, it's also linked with Project Blue Balls, Project Blue Beam too. Their goal is one world government. They want to have like a false, this is going to be their last card, false alien invasion, and then, you know, they want to start the idea of one world government essentially. That's kind of like what I'm getting at, but I still don't know much about Cabal. I'm going to be researching that more. If you know, definitely put it in the comments, but check this one out, roll it.
Believe them or not, giants are one thing that every civilization in history agrees on. And a former US soldier allegedly blew the whistle about a classified encounter with one during his tour in
I heard this from Mr. Ballin.
Afghanistan. Many others involved have since anonymously come forward and confirmed this same report. Back in 2002, the elite US Army Special Forces, aka the Green Berets, are called in for a high priority mission. There's a well-documented case of an entire US military unit going missing in the Kandahar mountain region in Afghanistan, and these Green Berets were called in to rescue them. The most bizarre thing about this missing unit was that there was no radioed combat initiation, or TIC, troops in contact as it's called. They just full-on disappeared with no trace, which is definitely not normal nor a good sign. The Special Forces team flew within the last known location of the missing unit and systematically searched the area for days. They were starting to give up hope when one day they spotted a distant trail that went up into a mountain, and they decided to check it out. A mysterious mountain trail in the middle of a remote desert in a war-torn country. What could possibly go wrong? As they got closer, they found bits and pieces of infantry equipment, torn uniforms, and eventually shattered bones. They kept going up the trail with their weapons drawn until they reached a plateau at the top. Scanning their surroundings, they see multiple cave entrances all around them. As they slowly edged closer with their aim-down sight fully held, they noticed something on the ground that told them they were not welcome here. Human body parts scattered all over the place. They very clearly found what caused their infantry unit to go missing. A troop noticed a bit of movement inside one of the caves, but before he could react, a huge spear came hurtling out and went right into one of the soldiers named Dan. Before any of the Green Berets could even register what just happened, an enormous red-headed, red-bearded man about 13 feet tall comes running out screaming. The giant...
Oh, we would definitely need this man's help if we get that false alien invasion or crap like that, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, so apparently what we're hearing is that the alien twats are like, some of them are 1.5 feet tall, so... Those were, yeah, it's fine. We can kick them like a soccer ball, right? You know, we're gonna be petting them like a good old chihuahua. But what about the 10 feet tall ones, right? I think they're gonna be able to pat us down, guys. I mean, that's gonna be tough, man. Of course, I'm joking around, but jokes aside, we definitely need these 13 feet giants, man. Yeah, we need like Brock Lesnar, we need WWE Batista, we need the WWE wrestlers, we need the UFC fighters. We need everybody, man. We need the boxers out there. If shit goes sideways, we need everybody on this one, man.
Giant pulls the spear out of the soldier's body as the Special Forces team's training kicks in, spraying the creature down with a non-stop barrage of gunfire. After about 30 seconds straight of spamming the trigger, the giant collapses, and the entire squadron is speechless. They can't even process what just happened. They call in 2 helicopters sent to retrieve the downed soldier as well as the giant's body. While loading it onto the chopper, the team notices that along with its distinct red hair, it also had 6 fingers on each hand, 6 toes on each foot, and weighed about 1,500 pounds. pounds. A genuine giant, double the height of Shaq in the mountains of Afghanistan. Just like we've heard time and time again in the ancient myths of our ancestors. This account was then reconfirmed by the C-130 pilot who picked up the remains from the Afghan airfield to an undisclosed research lab, who distinctly remembers the 6 fingers, the red hair, and the gargantuan body. Even the original after-action report, which infantry units need to submit after an encounter, had all of this info before getting redacted, classified, and NDA'd by everyone who was involved. But eventually, one of the soldiers part of the operation, who goes by Mr. K, anonymously came forward about the event in 2016 to bring the truth to the world, with rumors claiming it's...
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. It's insane, man. But here's the thing, man. Why would they hide this information? They could have been like, yeah, they capture a giant. And yeah, but I get it though. It would have... What's the main reason you think they would want to keep this secret? Because it seems like that this story is most probably is true, actually, based off the NDA and the, you know, the documents behind it. Sounds like a fairy tale, but seems like it's true based off of the evidence that we have, right?
It's currently being held and studied at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, where the most top-secret discoveries like the Roswell UFO crash are sent to. Obviously, you know, this is far from the first time tales of giants have been told in our timeline. It is one of the, if not the most common mythical creature in history. The common rebuttal to which is, oh, it's just a natural human inclination to imagine beings that look like us but are also bigger than us. Which honestly sounds a bit like a case of backwards rationalization to me. Hey, it could be the case, but the list of historic accounts is virtually endless. We have the Nephilim in the Bible, the people of Od in the Quran. The ancient Egyptians depicted them in countless carvings and drawings. The Greeks had the Gigantes, Hyperboreans, and just way too many more to even list.
Yo, no cap though, no cap, as the kids would say. I did hear like a lot of these stories from my grandma as a kid growing up, but I don't know if it was like a, you know, like, but I'm not sure if it was like fairy tales or not, because you know when you're a kid, like your mom, your grandma would tell you like stories, right? Can like put you to sleep, you know what I'm saying? This is why I say, man, put your kids to beds, hide your wives. But on a second though, right? Kind of suspect, man. Kind of suspect. But okay, if giants exist, let's just say they exist, right? How many of them exist now? How many of them? And where? Mountain caves or...
Native American cultures all speak of a time when giant humans roamed the earth. The Sumerians had the Anunnaki, who bred with humans and birthed giants. Ancient Hindu mythology had the towering Vedas and Deity as beings. The Aztecs had the 6 giant sons of Mixcoatl who populated the earth after the flood. You get the idea. Every culture in history had them to some degree, bar none.
Damn,
even the Paiute tribe of old America had the oral tradition of the Site-Ka, a legendary tribe of red-haired, cannibalistic giants with 6 fingers. Sound familiar? Whose remains are rumored to have been found by miners in Lovelock Cave, Nevada, perhaps the distant cousins of our Kandahar giant. Now, this story leaked by the US Special Forces soldier, he insists is totally real, just super classified. Whether it actually happened or not, we can't know for sure.
If it's real, they're probably gonna reveal some about that hundreds or 200 years later when you and I are not around. Guys, check out this video on the screen. This was the last episode that we've done. I'm not sure if you got to see it or not. We got this video going around, man. I'm not sure if you got the chance, but yeah, definitely check this one out. If you already seen it, then check out the video on the left.